our mini balls, and we're going to concentrate on our legs. So again, as if the other exercises we've done before, we won't necessarily need this mini ball if you don't have it at home. You can grab another ball, you can grab a pillow, you can grab a towel, a roll of paper towels. So we really don't have to have a ball for this, so don't get discouraged. You can do it all without it, and if you don't want to use anything, then that's fine as well. You're still going to get a great workout. Let's get started at the front of our mats. Roll yourself down one vertebra at a time, slowly. And we're going to start with the hardest exercise so we can get it out of the way. And go ahead and put your ball under your left foot. Stabilize it on there and press it down really, really hard with the left foot. Now that your left foot is stabilized, and you lift your right leg up. And we're going to start with circles. You can have your circles really tiny up here, or you can get them a little bit bigger than this. But we're still not going for huge circles. So we're going to start with tiny little bitty circles, or a little bit bigger, whatever your range of motion is today, and warm up our leg. The reason why I say it's hard is because your leg is extended and you are having to balance on the other side. Now, you're not just resting your left foot on the ball. No, that would have been easy, and we wouldn't call this a hard one. You're pressing down on it really, really, really hard. So you're activating your left leg while you're working your right leg. So keep on going here with your circles. Don't forget to press all the way down. I know it's hard to think about it. You may have to concentrate a little bit harder, but you have to be pressing down in order for this to work. So let's do 10 more here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch directions. If you're starting to shake on the left side, you are doing it right, guys. So keep going. Don't give in to the shakes. Keep on pressing down. Point your toe on the right foot. Press down with your left. You can support yourself down with your hands. Press down a little bit for that extra support, and for you to press down on whatever object you have chosen to put underneath your left foot. We'll do 10 more here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know your leg may start to burn, but let's go ahead and go with bigger circles. So circle to the side and back up. Your circles do not have to be as big as mine. They can be a whole lot smaller, but make them a little bit bigger than your first circle. So if your first circle is up here, then your second circle is up here, and that's perfectly fine. You're still getting the range of motion in your hips, and we want to have that range of motion of our hips. I know for years, when I started doing Pilates classes, all of the older ladies that will come into Pilates classes had hip problems all the time. So it is something that happens to most of us, and you want to keep your hip flexibility. That is why every time I stretch, you guys see me doing a lot of hip openers, and it feels just so much better. And I like to have the fluidity. It's all about fluid motions, and you won't get those if you don't work your hips and your thighs. So let's keep on going here. Don't forget to press down on your ball on the left side. It's not there just to balance you. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, and you can go ahead and keep your hands on your hips to balance your hips. And that is something that you guys can definitely tell if you're doing it wrong. So let's go ahead and switch to the other side. And if you are struggling and your hips are kind of like wobbling to the side, they're not even, then you definitely need to make your circles smaller. It's not about having a huge circle, it's about getting the exercise done and getting what you need out of it. Because once you start getting out of form, then you're not doing yourself a favor. And I know this way is harder, and I'm talking my way through it, but I ain't feeling it. So keep on pressing down with your left foot, lift it up higher, try to get it all the way up. I know on the way up, my foot is going like, no, it's getting heavy. Your leg is too big right now. But no, keep on going, don't give in. Don't give in, guys. 10 more here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, don't forget that ball. 4, 3, 2, last one. Perfect. Now go ahead and stretch your leg a little bit. I know it needs it. So you can do like a little happy baby, half pose, or like just on one side. Stretch it down a little bit. Do it whatever feels comfortable for you. If you just need to hold it in a figure 4, you can do that as well. All right. Don't get used to this. We're not taking a break. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So go ahead and put your ball on underneath your right foot. And stabilizing there. Lift your left leg up and tiny little bitty circles. Small range of motion here. Warming up your left leg. Just saying hello to it. Get everything moving. Wake it up. And we're going to feel it. I promise. He's not going to get discriminated here, guys. And here's another thing. Y'all know I like isolated movements and unilateral movements because whenever you work unilateral movements, you are not neglecting one side. And like I always say, you are going to have one side that's weaker than the other side, and that's completely normal. So what happens here is, go ahead and switch to the other side. So what happens is the side that's stronger works more, and the side that's weaker works less. So the side that's stronger is getting stronger, and the side that's weaker is getting weaker. So whenever you do unilateral movements like this, the side that's weaker is actually working, and the other side does not have to compensate for it. So everything is evened out, and my ball is starting to get lost in between the pressure that I'm putting on it. And guys, I sure hope you're putting a lot of pressure on your ball too. So keep them going here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, go ahead and go with your big circles. Again, they do not have to be huge. They just have to be a little bit bigger than the circles you did a little while ago. Press down on your ball really hard. If your back is starting to hurt and you need a little bit more support in your back, go ahead and press your hands underneath your back. And if that gives you more support, man, that's great. If you don't need extra support, then you can go ahead and get your hands to the side. If you want to challenge yourself here, go ahead and lift your arms up. So now your balance is really challenged. You're pressing down on the ball. Your hands are not supporting you, and you are engaging your abs even more. So your lower abs are working here. Your upper abs are working now as well. Switch sides. This side is harder. We had already worked this leg on the ball. And if this is your weak side, as it is for me, it is harder to begin with. But keep on going, guys. Push yourself here. Stay strong. You don't have to have your hands all the way up. So you want to put them down, then that's fine. Whatever works for you today. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7. Do not stop pressing down on that ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, stretch your leg if you need to. Do a little happy baby. If you do that and it feels comfortable for you, your knee does not have to touch the ground. You can just do it up here and feel that stretch on the outer thighs, and that's perfectly fine. Then go ahead and grab your foot and do it with a little figure 4. Stretch your half butterfly. Alright. Stay laying down. I'm just going to turn around and put my ball in between my ankles. And we're going to do ankle lifts, kind of like a double leg lift. So you have a couple variations here. You can follow me and lift your head and your shoulders off the ground and use your ball between your ankles and lift up and down. Every time you lift up, squeeze the ball, then go ahead and drop your legs all the way down. Option number 2, lay your head down and just lift up and down, of course. You're going to squeeze your ball on the way up. We're engaging our inner thighs. Every time we squeeze the ball, our inner thighs are engaged. And guys, if they're not on fire right now, they will be. So keep on going here. Squeeze on the ball. If your toes are getting kind of cramped up, flex your feet, and you can do the exercise this way. So you have a lot of options here. Again, if your lower back does not feel comfortable for some reason, make a little triangle, pop it underneath your lower back, and keep them going with me. Your legs do not have to be straight here the whole time. If your legs are here and that's all you can do, then that's perfect, you guys. You're still using your legs and you're still working your inner core muscles. And that's just bonus there, you know? Who doesn't want to work their abs? So let's do 10 more here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, hold it up here. Now bend your knees at a little tabletop. Again, lower back position, you can keep it there. If you don't need to, that's fine. And what we're gonna do here is toe taps. So hold on to the ball, adjust it to where you need it, squeeze it when you're up here, then drop all the way down, squeeze again, pick it back up, and squeeze. So your inner thighs should be screaming at you right now. They're not loving you, they're gonna love you tomorrow though. So keep on going. If the squeeze is a little bit too much for you right now, then don't squeeze it, just keep the ball there. It is still going to work out your inner thighs a little more as opposed to you not having the ball. So whatever feels good and wherever you're at, keep on going. Let's do about 15 more here. Those shouldn't be that hard. We have froggers coming up next and I absolutely love them, but they are going to engage our legs and our inner thighs a little bit more. So take this as a little rest exercise. 9, 8, 7, engage your abs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so from here, you still have the ball between your ankles. If that feels more comfortable for you, you can put the ball between your heels, but it's going to challenge you a little bit more. So whatever you want to do, and extend out. When you bring yourself back in, when you look down in between your legs, you have a little frog position. So that's all you're doing. You're squeezing the ball on the way in, squeeze it on the way out. So the ball is engaged the whole entire time. You're keeping it really tight. Again, you have a couple of options. Lift yourself up here, head and shoulders off the mat, or you can lay back down and do not engage your upper abs. Everything is working, your legs are working, your core is working, but if you wanted to go ahead and engage your abs a tiny little bit more, then lift yourself up. Perfect. Let's do 10 more here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up here. Hold it, squeeze. Perfect. Go ahead and put the ball down and roll yourself back up. Okay. What I actually have decided to do is a two-part leg exercise. So let's get stretched out a little bit. I don't want to kill you guys, but let's get stretched out a little bit. Open your legs up in a wide straddle if you can. If not, a small straddle, and swiggle yourself from side to side. So a lot of the times when we work our inner thighs, you don't feel how much you have engaged them. So I'm going to break it down into two sections. By all means, go ahead and do the two sections in one day. But if this is enough for you, then break it up into 2 different days. And don't do it immediately after if your inner thighs are sore, because if they're not used to doing exercises like this, you are going to get sore. So switch to one side, extend all the way down. Whatever your range of motion is today, that's perfect. Now go ahead and face your foot, adjust yourself, whatever feels comfortable. As long as you're feeling a little stretch in your thighs, and go ahead and go to the other side. Breathe in here, enjoy the stretch. Look at your foot, or your chin to shin, whichever way you want to do this. And let's get into froggers. We did work out our inner thighs, so why not give them that extra stretch? If you guys are up here and you're still feeling your inner thighs, you're doing it right. So it doesn't matter where you're at today. If you want to lower yourself down a little bit and get on your elbows, that's perfect. If not, and you're getting a little stretch, then that's fine. From here, only if you're down here, go ahead and put your toes together and lift yourself up a little bit. Or if you're down to the ground, stay down to the ground. Take a few deep breaths here. Relax your inner thighs. This is a killer stretch for your inner thighs with everything that we just did. And let's get out of this position. And we are done with part 1 of our leg mini ball series. I hope you guys have enjoyed this leg workout. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do that now. Don't forget to turn on the notification button and drop a like. See you guys next time.